Yeah, I still remember when I was in primary school, I started learning English. And when I first learned English, I thought it was very interesting to speak a language that others could not understand. And it was just like an encrypt information transmission. That was pretty cool. So at first we learned a lot of English songs because I love singing songs. The songs often came into my mind after school. So I always sing them when I was doing sports or on my way home. Also, at that time, my classmates could not speak English very well or sing English songs very well, but I could do that. I thought it was quite easy for me. For example, in the very first unit, we learned a song called Good Morning Teacher. It sounds like this. Good morning, good morning, good morning, teacher. I take my bag and book to school. So it was a little bit hard for them to pronounce the word morning. They would say morning. And for the speed of the sound, it's also hard to follow if students cannot do the linking like bag and book. They would say bag and the book. They'll be like, I take my bag and a book to school. That's not natural. My classmates were struggling with these two things, but I can do it the right way easily. Maybe because I'm good at imitating. I was quite proud of myself. I think I'm better than others. So after that, I became more and more interested in English. My English teacher likes the students with a good performance, just like me. So she treated me very well. She even talked to me in English after class. We talked about the food, the hobbies in English. That's incredible because she had never done this with other students. So she likes me and I like her too. So that was a positive cycle. After I have shared my story, I will talk about the key motivation theories that I experienced. Self-determination theory, SDT. So in SDT, there are three basic psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. The first thing is competence. Like students need to feel that they are making progress and can use the language successfully. I felt that very clearly, just like I mentioned before. My classmate cannot pronounce the word morning or sing the song very well, but I can do that. I think I'm better than others. So this was not only just about grades or gifts of this kind of external rewards, it was an internal feeling of mastery. This is very powerful. Another thing I found is autonomy. Autonomy is the need to feel in control and that your actions are self-chosen. I told you that the songs often came to my mind after school, no matter what I was doing at that moment. I wasn't just singing in class because my teacher told me to. I also sing English songs in my free time. So this is a sign of autonomy. Even I was quite young at that time. I was forming an ideal L2 self. As I mentioned, I found it interesting to speak a language that others could not understand. I saw the English speaker as someone really cool. Donier developed a new conceptualization of L2 motivation, the L2 motivational self system. The central concept is the ideal self, which refers to the representation of the attributes that someone desires to possess. For the use in future teaching practice, I think there's a lot to do. I only listed some of them. For foster competence, we can help students break down the learning into achievable steps to help students complete tasks successfully without feeling overwhelmed. Another action is designed according to my experience, which is helping less talented students preview the new content in advance, allowing them to feel more confident so that we can enhance their motivation. But I know there will be some pros and cons for this method. Well, at least it works, according to my experience. For autonomy, we can give students some options to choose from. To show your understanding, you can write, record, or create. If we can provide the choice that students like, they will keep thinking about this task in their minds. To make the ideal L2 self visible, we can design some project-based learning to use English in the real-world situation. We can also connect to global culture. For example, a singer released a new popular song. Students may want to know the lyrics, so we can teach them. My primary school teacher used to teach us the theme song of the game, Plants vs Zombies because that game was very popular at that time. So we have the motivation of learning this kind of things. So that's the end of the presentation. These are the references. Thank you.